You had 4 sacks against UTSA. You good? What made you so effective about being able to get to the quarterback?
It's a simple answer. The entire D-line room. I mean, we do a really good job as a unit, working together and having great chemistry. So, really, I just give a huge shout out to the rest of the D-line room. Everybody's doing a great job. We just got to keep working.
Tyler, Rodney was just talking about maybe not having the edge that you all expect to play with in that first half against Florida. Why do you feel like that was, and do you feel like that changed going into that second half and has carried over since?
Yeah, I mean, as you see, we definitely came out with more of an edge that second half. But, I think it's something we're carrying over right now. Going into practice this week, we're just trying to approach every week just with the right mindset, regardless of who it is, just focusing on ourselves more so.
Tyler, I know every game that you play, every next game is the most important game. Is it hard to forget what happened the last time y'all played these guys? I mean, there was a lot at stake, and obviously it didn't go the way you wanted.
We just focus on every week the same. We just try to go in with the right mindset. I mean, you can look at what you say in the past or the future or whatever you want to look at, but if you don't worry about the right now and the moment you're in, I think that you let some things slip past you. So we're kind of just focused on right now, just being the best unit we can be today.
Aside from the emotions or the stakes of that game last year, was there anything instructive that you took out of that? Because obviously you're going to be facing the same quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really effective guy. He does a good job getting out of the pocket and finding his guys down the field. So, yeah, just going back and watching the film from last year and just seeing what we could have done better, what we did do good, and then just taking those things and trying to build off of it.
On Monday, Heupel talked a lot about how you guys need to play the game as 0-0 for 60 minutes.
Right.
That kind of got away from you guys against UTSA in the third. How important is that mentality when you go up against South Carolina?
I think it's imperative. I think it is our main focus, just being locked in for all 4 quarters, keeping our mindset in the right spot. I think that's the biggest thing, to be honest with you, just attacking every play the same way, regardless of what the score may be, regardless of how much time's left on the clock, but just putting our best foot forward every snap.
What else stands out about that South Carolina offense other than Spencer Rattler, who you mentioned?
I mean, he does a really good job, like I said, getting it down the field. Their backs run really hard. They're big up front. I think they do a good job as a unit playing together. So we're going to have to do the same and just play behind our pads.
Coach Garner was talking about David Hobbs and his potential
Right.
as a teammate. Can you talk about what you've seen from him?
I mean, Hobbs, David, he's a really, really, really athletic kid. And I think he has a real desire to learn. So I think whenever you have a young guy that comes in and he wants to learn and he's eager to get better, I think that he always has a bright future.
I think you have 4 sacks, and I think you came into the season with 7.5 in your career. Amari was talking after the game the other day about how what you're doing before the game or during the week or off the field is all helping you play on the field. Do you feel like your routine during the week is different, or how you're approaching the game is different compared to years past?
Oh, yeah, it's completely different. I think the biggest thing this year, I just have a plan and just like a routine, like you said. I just keep up with the same thing throughout the whole week, whether it be yoga in the beginning of the week, stretching throughout the week, just therapy throughout the week. Just keeping and being consistent with it. I think that's been the biggest thing for me, is just trying to improve in my consistency, like you said, on and off the field.
Why do you think that's been different for you? Is it just kind of it's your senior year and it's kind of clicking in for you, or is it?
I mean, that's part of it too, but I mean, honestly, just looking at the past, like, it hasn't gone the way I wanted it to. So what can I do to be better? You always want to look at what you need to start doing, what you need to stop doing, and some things you continue doing. So that's been the biggest thing for me, is just self-evaluating and seeing where I can get better.
Anytime after a loss, there's
Right.
blame shared and thrown out there, and you're really good friends with Joe Milton.
Right.
Do you guys hear as teammates some of the criticism of Joe, and what's your reaction to that when people are on him?
In this locker room, we believe in Joe, and we think he can be as good as anybody in the whole nation, if not the best. So we don't really pay attention to any of the criticism, to be honest. We believe in our guy, and we have full faith in him that he's going to lead us to victory.
We'll go Eric, and then we'll finish in the back.
Obviously a big game on Saturday. How good will it be to get that noise level up at Neyland, kind of have that home field advantage against an opposing offense that can move the ball?
I'm excited about seeing all the fans pop out. I mean, they do a great job every week, whether it's home or away. But I definitely think that the fans are going to be excited for this one.